Hi friends, I am Dr. Pratap Singh Rathod. I have done MD in Forensic Medicine and today we'll discuss about identification of race and religion. First we'll discuss about race. Race is a biological grouping within the human species distinguished or classified according to genetically transmitted differences. So all over the world the races are differentiated based on the genetically transmitted differences and they can be also be classified based on the clothes, complexion, hair, eyes and lips. There are three main races: Caucasiad, Negroid, and Mongoloids all over the world. Caucasiad includes Europeans, Semitics like Arabs and Jews, Indo-Aryans. Their skin color is very fair to brown in color. Hairs are straight, wavy, blonde, or brown or black in color. Nose are generally long and narrow. Face is narrow and medium to broad. Coming to Negros, these are mainly resides in Africa to south of Sahara regions. Negro peoples of India or Southeast Asia regions. Skin color is black or brownish to yellowish in color. Hairs are crinkly, frizzy, woolly or coarse. Nose have broad and flat. Face is narrow or medium broad, and stature weight varies from one region to another region. Mongoloids includes Chinese, Japanese, Burmese, Thais, Vietnamese, Malaysians, Eskimos, Red Indians, American Indians of South America. Eyes, their characteristics has a fold of skin. Hairs are black or straight. Stature is short to medium. So this is the facial features of, we can see three features. So this includes the Negros. We can see the color. Based on the color, there are broad jaws and lips. Mongoloids includes the characteristic fold of the skin, fold of the skin in the eyes can be seen. And these are the Caucasians. Caucasians, they are mainly the features are mixed in appearance. So these are the three races we classified in based on the complexion and facial features. Based on the indices also, the race is classified. Index includes cephalic index. It is calculated by maximum transverse breadth of the skull to maximum anterior posterior length of the skull into 100. When the calculation is done, the results are based on the results, the race is divided into three types. When the cephalic index is between 70 to 75, they are called as dolichocephalic or long-headed. This includes Negros and pure Aryans race. 75 to 80 cephalic index include mesaticephalic or called as mesaticephalic. There are medium-headed uh, races. This includes Europeans and Chinese. Then cephalic index of 80 to 85 includes brachycephalic or short-headed. This includes Mongolians. So this is how the anterior posterior diameter is taken between from the most prominent part in the anterior and posterior region, mainly the occipital protuberance, and between two protuberances on the side. That is the mainly the parietal protuberances. So this is the classification that is dolichocephalic, mesaticephalic, and brachycephalic based on the cephalic index. Dolichocephalic mainly includes the pure Aryans, Aborigines, and Negros. Mesaticephalic mainly includes the Europeans, Chinese, and Indians, and brachycephalic mainly includes the Mongolians. Difference between Caucasian, Europeans, and Mongolians based on the skull features. In the skull features, usually in Caucasians they are round in shape, in Mongolians they are square, and Negros they are narrow. Forehead is raised in Caucasians, it is inclined in Mongolians, and small in Negros. Face is straight, large in Mongolians, and jaw is projecting in Negros. Orbits are triangular in Caucasians, small in Mongoloids, and squares in shape in Negros. Nasal opening is narrow, and Mongoloids it is rounded and broad in Negros. Palate is triangular, rounded in Mongoloids, and Negros it is rectangular. So these are the three skull features of Caucasian, Negros, and Mongoloids. In Negros, you can see the prominent jaw features, then the triangular shaped round orbits in Caucasians, then triangular nose features we can prominently see, and also the small head size in the can also be appreciated. Now coming to religion, so In India, there are two prominent religions, that is Hindus and Muslims. Hindu males are not circumcised. They have sacred thread or necklace of wooden beads, like Rudrakshi, or caste marks on the forehead, tuft of hair on the back of the head, and piercing of earlobes. External features of Muslim males are normally circumcised, have marks of counts and callosities on lateral aspect of knees because of continuous regular doing namaz, and feet due to their posture during prayers. Hindu females put on saris, vermilion on head, silver tone ornaments are present, tattoo marks may be seen, nose ring is seen, aperture in left nostril, and also few openings for ear rings also seen. Muslim females put on the trousers, mainly called burqas. No vermilion mark is seen, nose ring is present in the septum, several opening on the helix and the earrings, and there is no tattoo marks in the females. These are my references. Thank you.